So very good morning students. Welcome back to second year physics. In this second year physics, today's topic is time period of oscillation. Oscillation, time period of oscillation of magnet or magnetic needle. Suppose I want to say, now we need to find a time period. So the time period which is, we can say, when a magnet is suspended in a uniform magnetic field. That means actually this question related to, we can also say, previously this question was there in the practicals. This question is, it was there in the practicals, but unfortunately it is deleted. So this question related to VMM. Sir, what is VMM? VMM is nothing but a vibration magnetometer. We can call as vibration magnetometer. So actually by using a vibration magnetometer, see, we can determine the time period of a magnet which is suspended in the uniform magnetic field. Of course, it is not there. VMM. Remember, vibration magnetometer. VMM. Vibration magnetometer. Now let us, I'll tell you. See, when let us you take a needle, that is a bar magnet, or you say magnetic needle. The needle is suspended in the uniform magnetic field. So there will be a magnetic field induction, capital B, or we can say horizontal component of earth magnetic field, BH we can say. In this BH, if the magnet is suspended, in this BH, if the magnet is suspended, it is suspended, or we can say needle is suspended by the help of the thread. The thread is, we can say, torsionless thread. See, it can be easily twisted and it can be easily turned, and it cannot be elongated. That thread we should use here. And here by using that thread, and it is suspended in this field, therefore look at here, the magnet is suspended like this, which is north and south. So that magnet is suspended because of BH. And because of due to the bar magnet of magnetic field, this needle maybe rotates, or it is maybe turns. There will be a turning effect. There will be a turning effect is produced because of the BH. So that it may be a turn, no? There will be a turning, is nothing but a torque. So that here we know torque is nothing but, in the previous class already we discussed about a torque. There will be a BH sin theta. Why BH you are writing? BH is nothing but a horizontal component of earth magnetic field. BH is nothing but a horizontal component of earth magnetic field, which we can call as the horizontal component of earth magnetic field. So this is about a torque. Of course, we know in the first year about a torque. Say, you know, it is nothing but like a uniform thin rod. You know, thin rod. So related to thin rod, there will be a torque is, from first year I am saying, first year here I am writing, from first year torque is equal to I alpha. Alpha is nothing but angular acceleration. Here you want to write angular acceleration, right? And tau is, I is nothing but a moment of inertia. Of course, everyone know, right? So now torque is, we know, in the first year also we know torque, right? See, here we can call one torque is, we can say it is MB sin theta, one more is torque is the I alpha. Here when the magnet is turned, no, there will be a turning effect. Opposite to the field, no, better you write as minus. Sir, why minus? Because it is again restoring to the its only original position, no, because which making on oscillations. Now we need to find a time period. Time is equal to, it is 2 pi by actually omega, right? In the first year we know time period it is. Time period it is. We can call time period of the magnet it is. Tau or T is equal to 2 pi by omega. Now we need to find a omega. In case of a angular acceleration, no, I'll tell you this one. Before that, let us this torque is the deflecting torque and it is a restoring torque. So better this equation 1 you see, this is equation 2. Now equate 1 and 2. That is I alpha is equal to MBH sin theta. Of course, theta is very small. We know theta is very small. Therefore, sin theta, which almost equal to theta, we can say. Therefore, I alpha is equal to mbh theta. In this, theta is nothing but angular displacement and alpha is nothing but angular acceleration. Therefore, theta by alpha, it is mb, I mean to say it is, here you write theta by alpha, no, theta by alpha is nothing but theta by I by mbh. Of course it is. This is about a angular displacement by angular acceleration. Now we need to find a time period, no, right here, time period, that is capital T is equal to 2 pi by omega. In terms of rotatory motion, we can say 2 pi into root over, it is actually angular acceleration by, or we can say angular displacement by angular acceleration. That is, displacement is, you write as angular displacement, that is theta, by angular acceleration alpha. So tau is equal to 2 pi into root over theta by alpha, of course. So now you give a number, this 3 it is, this is you give 4. Now better substitute this. Time period is equal to, you write as time period it is. So time period is equal to 2 pi into theta by alpha, that is I by mbh. So this is the time period of the magnet which is suspended in the uniform magnetic field. Time period of the magnet which is suspended in the uniform magnetic field. So which making an oscillations. The time period will be like this. Suppose sometimes he may ask you frequency, no? Therefore you write as a frequency, that is number of oscillation made by the magnet, of course. N is equal to 1 by time period. We know time period is, that is 1 by 2 pi into root over I by mbh. Then the frequency will be 1 by 2 pi into root over mbh by I. It is will be like this. So it is a time period of oscillation of the magnet which is suspended in the uniform magnetic field. Suppose you go through this, it is actually question related to VMM, vibration magnetometer. VMM, vibration magnetometer. So time period of oscillation of a magnet which is suspended in the uniform magnetic field. I is nothing but a moment of inertia of the bar, that given bar, because it is like a uniform thin rod, like a uniform thin rod. So that we can say it is a moment of inertia, we know, about an axis passing through its center, or it is passing through one end also, we know, moment of inertia, that we should take and come to the point is. So there will be a, I'll tell you, on the basis of this, we have another one also. When the dip angle theta is given, suppose there is a one case, when the dip angle, I told you dip angle, again I'll tell you dip angle theta, so that the magnet suspended in the uniform magnetic field, that is we can say horizontal component of earth magnetic field. Therefore the magnetic axis makes an angle theta with the direction of BH, the angle which we can call as the horizontal dip angle, right? So that you say, let us, there will be a B, this is resultant which making an angle theta, it is a B is the resultant, this is we can say BH, it is we can say BV for vertical, BH is nothing but we can call as the horizontal component of earth magnetic field, and it is a vertical component. B can be resolved as two components, BV is we can say, it is B sin theta we can say, and this is B cos theta we can say. In a time period, in terms of dip angle I am saying 2 pi into root over I by, it is capital M into BH will be, you say B cos theta. So this is, we can say like this, clear? And from this also we can say time period is inversely proportional to root M, of course, and here we can also say like this, from same time period is directly proportional to moment of inertia, is also directly proportional to root B cos theta. Or you want to say separate, time period is root cos theta also, like this. So these are the related to the time period of a magnet which is suspended in the uniform magnetic field. Therefore the time period is equal to 2 pi into root over I by mb cos theta. Clear? Now let us See, on this basis again we have one or two problems are there. Before that, I'll tell you there is a some other important is there. Suppose here actually if a magnets, if two magnets which are placed like it is, if is in the same direction, sir, what will happen the time period? If they are in the opposite direction, then what will happen the time period? Of course, these two are very very important for the next coming classes. So I'll tell you first case in this. Okay, in this you take for the time periods only, that is related to if two magnets, case 1, say case 1, if two magnets, bar magnets, like north south, another also which is placed north south, see which are placed one above the other and which are suspended in the uniform magnetic field. Therefore there will be the induction will act from south to north, the magnetic moment is M1 and M2, and these two combinations are suspended in the uniform magnetic field. That's what I mean. This combination is suspended in the uniform magnetic field. Then what will happen the time period? Of course we know time period is equal to 2 pi into root over, it is I by M into BH. So we need to get a resultant magnetic momentum. So that here these two are in the same direction. So you say theta is 0. There will be a resultant magnetic moment is root over, we know M1 square plus M2 square plus 2 M1 M2 cos theta. We did this in the previous class. So that once you check the notes also, you will get the formula this. Now you write theta 0 here, that is will be root over M1 square plus M2 square plus 2 M1 M2 cos 0. Of course cos 0 is 1. Therefore there will be what happens, resultant magnetic moment is equal to, it is M1 square plus M2 square plus 2 M1 M2. Cos 0 is 1, no? Then resultant magnetic moment is equal to M1 plus M2 when which are in the same direction. Now therefore the time period will be what happens, T is equal to 2 pi into root over I into M1 plus M2 into BH. This is the one question. We can say it is a one question related to time period, right? And it is second, I'll tell you, if the same magnets but which are in the opposite, you say north south south north, there will be both are in the opposite direction, that is theta is 180. So when theta is 180, it is will get the cos 180 is minus 1, no? Therefore time period is equal to, you say it is a T1 and it is T2. 2 pi into root over I by, it is M into BH. Again you get resultant, it will be root over M1 square plus M2 square plus 2 M1 M2 cos 180 you take. Then here capital M is equal to root over, it is M1 square plus M2 square minus 2 M1 M2, because cos 180 minus 1, no? Therefore M is equal to, there will be a M1 minus M2 you say. Then you write time period T2 is equal to 2 pi into root over I by M1 minus M2 into BH. Now here it is, say equation 1 and this is equation 2 you take. Suppose now divide these two and get a magnetic moments, because we don't know the magnetic moments, no? Then you find a magnetic moments. Further you divide 1 by 2, or else you want to say 2 by 1 also, no problem. So 2 pi will cancel, and here therefore root I by M1 plus M2 BH, clear, by root over I by M1 minus M2 BH. So this I cancel, BH is cancelled. Okay. Now we'll move to the next one, simplification. To take a simplification from there, look at, so T1 by T2 is equal to, it is root over this m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2 like this. Now you take squaring on both sides. T1 square by T2 square is equal to m1 minus m2 by m1 plus, now you cross multiply, get m1 by m2. So now you make a cross multiplication, therefore T1 square of m1 plus m2, T2 square of m1 minus m2. Now you multiply this, right? We need to get m1 m2 no, so T1 square m1 and T1 square m2, T2 square m1 minus T2 square m2, like this if you multiply. Or else we can also say directly, we can also take as m1 minus m2, and it is okay. So that here you take a ones one side, better you take ones one side and twos other side. So that here T1 square m1 minus T2 square m1 is equal to, so this will come here no, this is you take this side T1 square m2 plus T2 square m2. Of course you take a m1 is common, therefore m1 common, T1 square minus T2 square is equal to, here you take m2 common, T1 square plus T2 square. So that m1 by m2 is equal to T1 square plus T2 square by T1 square minus, this is the magnetic moments ratio, m1 by m2 it is the ratio of magnetic moment. Suppose now I want to say in terms of frequencies, so better you want to write a frequencies, we know time period is nothing but it is 1 by frequency, right? Here you write the values and get the in terms of frequencies. So m1 by m2 is equal to 1 by n1 square plus 1 by n2 square by 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. Of course now you take a simplification, then we'll get m1 by m2 is equal to this cross multiply n2 square plus n1 square by n2 square minus n1 square, because LCM is n1 square by n1 square into n2 square, here also n1 square into n2 square. Therefore ultimately we'll get the final expression will be m1 by m2 is equal to m1 by m2 is equal to n2 square plus n1 square by n2 square minus n1 square. So this is the one question related to what it is, we can say when sum and difference method we can say. Clear? Is it okay now? Now let us will move to the same situation, the time period only. I'll tell you one more. Suppose there is a question given like this. See, there is a one case given like this. Given is when same bar magnet is used in the VMM at two different places. That's what VMM in the sense is vibration magnetometers. So that it is different places no, in VMM we are taking a VMM no, so T is inversely proportional to root BH. So T1 by T2 is equal to root over BH2 by BH1, because at a different places, because horizontal component of earth magnetic field is changes from place to place. This is the very important, horizontal component of earth magnetic field is changes from place to place. That's what mean here. It is different places we are using no, then we may get like this. And here if an external magnetic field support the earth magnetic field, in this case only there will be a bar magnet of magnetic field is capital B, and this is support to the horizontal component of earth magnetic field, right? When it is supports, when support is nothing but we can say the resultant magnetic induction will be B plus BH we can. So time period is equal to 2 pi into root over I by B plus BH into cos, into capital M. When it is supports. Suppose if it is opposed, here it is opposition. So time period will be 2 pi into root over I by B minus BH into capital M, like we can take. Okay, so this is the information related to what it is about a time period of oscillation of a magnet. So which different places and different cases we can take it like this, clear? And here of course we have other relations also on the basis of the time period of a vibration magnetometer or the magnet. Some different cases are there which are useful in the objective examination like NEET and JEE Mains, clear? So here in case of this we should know about a moment of inertia of the given bar magnet, because that is also very, very important. Clear everyone? Okay. And here, see, suppose I will tell you there is a one question related to this. One problem. Suppose if a magnet is cut into n equal parts, sir, what will happen if n equal parts? What will happen the magnetic time period? If it is cut into n equal parts, therefore there will be a like this will get. Suppose I am telling now, if the magnet is broken into two pieces, you take the bar magnet, length is 2L, which is cut into equal two pieces. Sir, what will be the time period? Of course, if it is broken, no, therefore there will be a mass is divided as two pieces, no, therefore there will be a mass is changes, m dash is equal to m by n, n equal, or you say if you are saying 2, no, then you say 2, m by 2. Therefore the moment of inertia will be changes, because moment of inertia will be the magnet I is equal to ml square by 12, it is clear. Now time period is equal to 2 pi into root over I by m bh. Magnetic moment will be m by 2 or m by n. Momentum is divided, no. For this, therefore we can say the magnetic moment will be what happens, the mass is moment of inertia m by n, length is remains same, no. Yes, you take I is equal to 1 by n, this is I1, ml square by 12. So I1 is equal to I by n it is. When it is divided as n equal pieces, therefore what will happen, the time period is asking. The time period of this one is t is equal to 2 pi into root over I by m bh, right? Now when it is divided, no, you say t1. Therefore it is m1, m1 you say, it is I1 you say. Now you need to substitute this value, what will happen the time period once you check. It is 2 pi into root over I1 is the, it is I by n of course, and m1 is will be m by n, you take two parts, no, or n parts, you want to say n parts into bh. So when it is cut into its length, along its length, the time period will be remain same. Look at whatever the initial time period is there, that will get the same. When it is broken or it is cut into equal parts, there will be a time period will be remains the same. Clear everyone? So this is about a time period of a given bar magnet which is suspended in the uniform magnetic field, and we'll continue next class with continuation. Thank you very much.